In this tutorial, we'll learn how to remove the background of a photo in GIMP, which is a free and open-source image editing software using GIMP's Foreground Select tool. The first step is to open the photo in GIMP. To do this, we can just drag and drop the photo into GIMP's window. It may show a dialog asking you whether to keep or convert the color profile of the photo. If you are working with an existing project, it's a good idea to save it first before we continue. That's because the method we're going to use is known to crash GIMP sometimes if it runs out of memory. The next step is to activate the Foreground Select tool. This tool can be found in GIMP's toolbox. It's grouped together with the lasso tool icon. To see it, you need to either hover over this icon for a few moments or click and hold for a short period of time. You'll see this menu appear, and then you can click on the Foreground Select tool. After activating the Foreground Select tool, you'll see that the Tool Options dockable dialog will have changed to display the options of the Foreground Select tool. However, we aren't going to touch these options yet. The first thing we do after activating this tool is click and drag on the canvas to draw a line around the subject of the image. If you don't click and drag, it will let you draw straight lines instead. After you finish surrounding the foreground object, press the Enter key to go to the next step in the process. You'll see that GIMP will divide the photo into two colored masks. It looks like this deeper blue color is the background, while the lighter blue is the foreground. However, it's a bit more complicated than that. Here on the tool options, you can see that we have three different draw modes: Draw Foreground, Draw Background, and Draw Unknown. With the Draw Foreground option selected, we're going to start drawing on the canvas. It looks like the brush is a bit too small, so I'm going to make it larger by changing the stroke width on the tool options. As you can see on the canvas, the area that I'm painting over is becoming clearer. This area is what we're marking as the foreground. Essentially, we are telling GIMP three things. The first thing is that this area is the foreground. We're absolutely sure of it, so it can't be removed. The second thing is that this outer area is the background. We're also absolutely sure of that, so this is always going to be removed. And the third thing is that this area between the foreground and the background may or may not be the foreground. In other words, we want GIMP to automatically decide for us which parts of the area marked as unknown belong to the foreground and which parts belong to the background. But we don't want GIMP to touch the areas that we've already manually marked as belong to either the background or the foreground. If you made a mistake, you can change the mode in the tool options and draw over it to fix it. After you are finished, you'll want to check this Preview Mask checkbox. This will compute the pixels in the unknown area. It can take quite a while for this to finish processing depending on the image size and on how many unknown pixels you have marked in the image. I've seen some people mistakenly claim that this is AI and that GIMP has AI background removal, but that's not true. This is not artificial intelligence. It's a traditional computer algorithm called Matting Levin. The technical term for these three different masks is a trimap, by the way. I'll leave a link to the paper in the description if you are interested. After the Foreground Select tool finishes processing, you may notice that the result isn't what you wanted. Areas that are supposed to be the foreground were categorized as the background and vice versa. Let's uncheck the preview and try marking more areas manually. In general, the more that is manually marked, the more precise the result will be. If you're doing this, be careful not to mark the background as foreground by accident or vice versa. You can simply select the unknown option and draw around the edges to fix it. It's worth noting that while this method produces decent results in some cases, it's also a bit unreliable and often insufficient. If we spend too much time trying to fix the trimap and waiting for the algorithm to solve the unknown pixels, it's going to be faster to just do the whole masking manually. There is also no way to undo, which is a huge flaw in my opinion, so I recommend using it mainly for masking difficult things like removing the background from hair and then fixing the mask manually yourself. After you get a mask preview that you are satisfied with, click on the Select button. This won't remove the background of the image. It will just turn the preview into a GIMP selection. To remove the background of the image, we need to turn this selection into a mask that makes the background pixels become transparent. In order to do this, go here on the Layers dialog and click this button to add a mask to the currently selected layer. This will display a dialog that asks you how to initialize the mask. We'll choose the option Selection, which will use the current selection to create the transparency mask for the layer. After the mask is added, you'll see that the background will become a checkered pattern. This is how image editors like GIMP represent pixels on the canvas that are supposed to be transparent. The final step is to save the image in a format that supports transparency, such as PNG. Let's go to the menu bar and click on File and then Export As. We'll need to change the file extension of the image from JPG to PNG. Then we'll click on the Export button. A dialog with PNG export options will appear. We are okay with the defaults, and that's all we need to do. If we look in our file manager, we'll see that the photo has been saved as a PNG file without the background. This is how you remove the background of a photo in GIMP using the Foreground Select tool. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.